Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Cassie and today I have another dupe video for you guys. I've done a couple other dupe videos on my channel. If you want to check that out, I'll have the playlist link down below in the description box. But today, as you can see by the thumbnail, this is going to be on a highlighter. This is the Ofra Rodeo Drive highlighter and the Maybelline Master Chrome Molten Gold highlighter. This is brand new by Maybelline. I did recently do a review and demo video reviewing all of the new Maybelline launches. I'll put that up in the cards if you want to check that out. This is the only product that I did not demo in that video, and the reason being is because I thought it was going to be too dark for my fair skin, but I saw it in someone's recent favorites video and she's really fair and she said that she can make it work on her skin tone. Instantly when I picked this up, I thought it looked extremely similar to the Ofra highlighter. So I don't know if it's going to pick up on camera, but the Maybelline highlighter does look a little bit deeper gold than the Ofra Rodeo Drive highlighter looks, but I did swatch these on my arm. I did a finger swatch and a brush swatch. In the finger swatch, the Maybelline highlighter did look a little bit deeper, but in the brush swatch, they looked almost exact. So I am going to go ahead and apply both of these on my face today. But first I just wanted to compare the two. You can see the packaging is almost exactly the same. They have the clear plastic front and then like the black bottom. The Ofra one is a little bit thicker than the Maybelline one, but that's because you get a little bit more product. You get 10 grams of product in the Ofra and 6.7 grams in the Maybelline. Now, even though you're getting a little bit less product, you are spending less on the Maybelline, obviously. The Ofra highlighter retails for $29 on Ulta's website, but you can use, I think you can use the $3.50 off coupon on Ulta's website, bringing it down to $25.50. Or you can get the Ofra highlighter on Ofra's website for $35, but if you use Kathleen's 30% off code, then it brings it down to $24.50. So that's $1 cheaper on Ofra's website than it is on Ulta's. And then the Maybelline highlighter retails for $9.99 on Ulta's website, but I do believe Maybelline is buy one get one 50% off. I got mine at my local Walmart and I believe it's $9.99 at Walmart as well. So I think before we jump in and do the swatch on the face, we'll go ahead and do some swatches on the arm. So I'm not going to do a brush swatch on the arm because, I mean, you're going to see it on my face, but I will go ahead and do a finger swatch. The one thing that I will say about the Maybelline one is that when you swatch it, there is quite a bit of kick up. I don't know if you're going to see that. There's like a little bit of chunkiness that picks up. Not even really chunkiness, just powder. Okay, I swatched these really weird, but the top one is the Ofra and the bottom is Maybelline. So I'm not sure if that's picking up on camera, but the Maybelline definitely picks up deeper in the finger swatch like I said, but I do think that the Maybelline is more metallic. I don't know if you can see, it just has a little bit more of a heavy sheen. I mean, the Ofra definitely has a sheen, and the Ofra formula is one of my favorites. It just gives you that really wet, metallic look on your cheeks. But in the finger swatch, the Maybelline looks like it's just a little bit more intense. I'm going to be using this DuCare highlighting brush. I will link it down below. I love this brush. It totally replaced my Morphe M510, and this was only $4 or $5, I believe, on Amazon. It is flat on both ends and then skinny, so I thought this would be a really good brush to use today so that I can use a highlighter on each side and you don't have to worry about the product getting mixed up. So first I'm going to go ahead and do the Ofra highlighter. Typically when I use this highlighter, I just dip in and use the tiniest amount because it is very intense. You do not have to use a lot, but when I was doing my brush swatch, I had kind of like brushed it in like this, and I noticed that there was some powder kick up. I don't know if you can see that, so just keep that in mind. The Maybelline one is also powdery, so this is going to be a very intense shine. I just want to be able to show you guys the color, so let's go ahead and put the Ofra on. I am barely touching my face and you can see just how intense that this highlighter is. I was kind of worried when I first got this highlighter that it was going to be too deep for my fair skin as well, but it actually just kind of matches my skin tone. Now when you have this heavy of a swatch, you are going to get that ashy look, and that's just because it is a little deep for my skin, but like I said, I usually go in with a light hand, and if I go in with a light hand, then it doesn't translate that way on my skin. Like I said, it just kind of melts in with my skin tone and it gives you the most beautiful glow, as you can see. So now we're going to go into the Maybelline, and I'm going to try to show you guys the kick up with this one as well. I don't know if that picked up on camera. A lot of the powder went onto my brushes. You can see it picked up a lot, and that was kind of like really brushing it in there. The powder didn't like fall around. I think that the formula of the Maybelline one is a little bit thicker. I've heard some people say that the Maybelline highlighter is looks a little heavy on the skin, and it might just be because it does have a little bit of a thicker formula. This one had kick up, but it's more finely milled, and so that's why there's more kick up in the air rather than all the product going in the brush. But let's go ahead and apply this to the face. So it looks like on the skin, this is looking less metallic and intense, but I also maybe just picked up less product. So I'm going to pick up a little bit more. So funny enough, when the light hits the Maybelline, it actually looks lighter than the Ofra does. The Ofra Rodeo Drive is picking up a little bit deeper on my skin, which is kind of funny because in the pan and even in a finger swatch, the Ofra looks lighter. So I built up the Ofra one and it still doesn't look as deep as the Maybelline one, but for some reason on the skin, it looks deeper as far, at least when the light hits it. Both of them, as you can see, are going to give you that intense, wet look. I'm really loving both of them. I will say that having built them up this much, I am seeing the color translate. So if you have fair skin, you're going to have to use a light hand with both of these highlighters. Having built up the Ofra one, it doesn't look very flattering on my skin tone, but the Ofra one I use a lot. Like I said, it's one of my favorite formulas. And if I go in with a light hand, it still will give me that intense glow without translating that much of that gold color. Looking at the two of them, I really feel like the effect that you get is the exact same. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but in person, it definitely looks exactly the same. So even though these do look different in the finger swatches, on the skin, I would say these are definitely a dupe, you guys. If you do not have the Ofra Rodeo Drive highlighter and you've been wanting it, but you can't afford it, or you just haven't been wanting to spend that much money on a highlighter, I would totally recommend the Maybelline Master Chrome. I really hope that Maybelline comes out with some different shades of this highlighter because I really like the formula of it. I mean, some people are saying it looks heavy on the skin, but to me, it kind of looks less heavy on the skin than the Ofra one does. I am going to go ahead and just take my sponge and kind of try to turn these down a little bit because if I want to go anywhere today, I'm going to have to make these look like they actually work on my skin tone. So I had a little bit of powder left over and you can see that it still looks nice and intense. The light is still reflecting off of it. It looks so beautiful. I really love both of these highlighters. I do have to say though, if I were to ever run out of this, which I really don't see myself running out of this highlighter or any highlighter in general, but if I were to run out of this, I would definitely just go right back to this one and repurchase this one, because as you can see, they're exactly the same. I'm surprised that no one else has really caught on to this dupe, but here we have it. I just saved you $15. I love when I have successful dupe videos for you guys. I'm testing out some other ones that I will be sharing with you. I don't know if I said it already, but if you have fair skin, both of these can work for you, but you will just have to go in with a light hand. If you have a deeper skin tone or medium skin tone, then girl, you need this highlighter in your life. Don't even spend the money on the Ofra one. I mean, the Ofra one, I love it. I'll use it because I have it in my collection, but I mean, this is the exact same thing, so you might as well just pick this one up. I don't know if Ofra is cruelty free. If it is, then that would be the only thing that would obviously steer you towards the Ofra one over the Maybelline one, because Maybelline is not cruelty free. If you enjoyed this video and you're excited about this dupe, then please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. I have more dupes to come in the future along with other really exciting review videos, and I would love it if you would subscribe and join me in my future videos. So I love you guys, and I really hope to see you in my next video. Bye.